Hello everyone. This is Dr. Padmalochana R, Associate Professor, Ramaya College of Arts, Science and Commerce. Today we are going to discuss about the short story from your syllabus, The Hoop. The Hoop is written by Russian poet, novelist and playwright Fyodor Sologub. He was a member of the Russian symbolist movement of writers and artists. He is well-known novelist and poet, but some of his short stories like The Hoop are quite famous. In this story, the author talks about the child hidden in every man. People in their lives sometimes will not be able to fulfill certain things, childhood dreams. They fail to fulfill these dreams in their childhood, but as they grow up, somewhere the child in them will feel like, they feel that they have missed out something and they want to enjoy this childhood that they have missed. They want to relive or realize their dreams. Some of them are able to realize their childhood dreams, and some will not be able to realize their childhood dreams because they are scared of the society. They feel that they might be mocked and made fun of by the people around them. This story, the old man is the main character. An old man, while passing on the road, sees a happy mother and son who are walking on a lonely suburban street. The child is about 4. The child is playing with a hoop, a kind of a ring that we in India play. This hoop, the child keeps playing, he's throwing it around, he's flourishing it, he's jumping, and sometimes he is driving it on the road with a stick. The child is very happy in doing whatever he is doing. He is enjoying his game. He is running after the hoop. He is catching it. And the mother who is watching the child is very happy to see her son happy. She is smiling at the boy. And it looks as though the boy has never done anything like this before in his life. Being a 4-year-old child, to him everything around looks something uh, new and different. He looks with wonder and awe with everything that is around in the world. The old man notices this child, happy child, and then suddenly he goes back to his own childhood. There, due to he only remembers his poverty-stricken life, where he did not experience any childhood. Due to poverty, hunger, and cold, he never enjoyed his life. He did not have a single toy as a child. And more than anything else, one particular thing that the old man keeps remembering is the boy's plump legs and bare knees. The very fact that he thinks about the child's plump legs and bare knees, you know, tells us that the man is thinking about his childhood where he was never plump, he was very thin due to starvation, and then probably he never had good clothes. He lived or he wore handouts. The old man, all his day, throughout the day, could not forget that boy and the mother. Wherever he went, whatever he did, he only could remember this child and that mother. Because in the entire day, even in the factory, wherever he worked, in all that noise and din, he only thought about this boy and the mother. He only thought about the child with his plump legs and bare knees and the smiling mother, the laughing and screaming child who was enjoying his life with that hope. And the boy's bare knees was always there in his mind because probably he was thinking or imagining himself in well fit clothes with a well fed body, plump, and all that. So, this was something that was there in his mind. The old man probably has missed out a lot as in his during his childhood, and this is something that is there and that makes him remember everything that has seen on that day. Now this particular scene of the boy and the child, mother and the child, you know was there in his mind. He could not remember it, he could not forget it. For days he only thought about that, wherever he sat, whether it was at home or in the factory or whenever he was walking on the street, he only could think about this mother and child. Then it so happens that one fine day, the old man, as he was walking on the road, comes across a discarded, rusty, and dirty metal hoop, a metal ring from an old barrel which had which had fallen down on the road. The old man was very much delighted to see it. He was so happy to see that metal ring that he went and picked it up. Before picking it up, he looked around. He made sure that nobody saw him, and then he picked up that old ring. The old man picked up that old ring, then he took it and went home. He looked at the hoop, he smiled at it, and then he kept it, hid it under the bed. Now and then he used to pick up that old hoop, look at it, fantasize playing with it, and then he would place it back under the bed. Then one early morning, the old man decides to go out into the woods, away from people's eyes. He wanted to go to a lonely suburban street away from the town, and there he goes into the woods, keeps looking around the calm and quiet place in the woods. He picks up the hoop, he hangs it on the tree branch, looks at it, then something in him makes him pick it up and start driving the ring on the road. He starts driving it with a stick, and as he is driving the ring with a stick, he is very happy. He just smiles and laughs and giggles like that young boy in the street that he saw. He everything about that boy was what was there in his mind, and then he starts imagining, fantasizing that is a small boy all over again. He is just like that little boy wearing some nice well fit clothes with plump legs, driving the hoop and smiling and laughing, and his mother is along with him, smiling at him. The old man had not enjoyed his childhood. He had a very bad childhood. So he wanted to relive whatever he missed out, and that is why he went on imagining that his mother was with him, looking at him with pride and admiration, and he was driving that hope, laughing. Throughout, since he had come out early in the morning, he was coughing a lot, and he never took that cough seriously. He only concentrated on the enjoyment that he was getting by driving the hoop. This becomes a routine. The old man wakes up every day early in the morning, goes to the outskirts of the town. There he keeps playing with the hoop as usual, all the time fantasizing that his mother is with him, all the time fantasizing that he is a child all over again, wearing running around with his plump legs and bare legs, and his mother smiling at him. He's scared now and then. The very thought that someone might see him and ridicule him, makes his legs go weak. But nothing stops him from enjoying it. Whatever it is, he had made up his mind to enjoy his childhood. He wanted to relive and do everything that he missed out as a childhood. So he went on playing with that. This enjoyment, this joy that he was deprived of as a child, was something that he wanted to enjoy, and he did that. He never thought, that enjoyment never, missed out, or due to that enjoyment, he didn't even think about the people who might look at him. Since he was waking up early in the morning, these early morning expeditions into the woods made the man ill. The old man was so ill in the factory that the factory people admitted him into the factory hospital. The man was lonely in his hospital bed, but he never felt bad about it. He enjoyed his solitude because he was not lonely there. He was with his childhood memories, or he remembered whatever he did. He remembered the time that he enjoyed with the hope. He feels that he has lived his childhood all over again. He imagines that his mother is there with him, smiling at him. And the man died of cold and fever, but he died a happy man. He died feeling that he has lived. Now, why did the man behave like this? Everyone might wonder why an old man who is toothless, suggesting that he is quite old, such an old man would feel like playing with one hoop. Now, this is something that is without any explanation. But this happens to everyone, many of us. There are many people, many parents who live their childhood dreams through their children. There are many of them who want to fulfill their dreams after they grow up when they are financially or any other way better. So due to certain poverty or any other circumstances in their life, they would not have been able to lead a childhood that they wanted to live, just like others. And due to that unhappiness, some they could not, they that unhappiness of the missed out childhood will be there all along, even after they grow up. Some people just lead a life, an unhappy life, without any complaints, but others try their best to bridge that gap. Others try their best to live their childhood, to live whatever they missed out. The old man could not enjoy his childhood then as a child because circumstances did not let him enjoy his childhood then. But the man had made up his mind. He had decided to enjoy his childhood, and then when he saw the little boy, that triggered off that child in him, that woke the child that was sleeping in his body, in his mind. So the child that woke up made him do all that he did. But the man lived happily in the end, and he died a happy man. Now, what is the conclusion of the story? What is the moral that you people get from this story? Now, many of you will have certain family members, your parents, your grandparents at home. If at all you come to know that your parents or your grandparents have certain wishes which they were unable to fulfill due to certain circumstances in their childhood, try to help them realize their dreams. Some people might want to enjoy acting, dancing, singing, or playing any game, and sometimes they might feel that world around them might laugh at them. And then maybe your mothers might want to dress up in a particular way which they did not or could not do it because of the circumstances and the conventions which their parents might not have allowed them. Now if you come to know about such things, you see that your parents or people around you realize their dreams, help them. And not only that, when you see anybody else who behaves like a child, just don't mock them. They do it so because they could not have realized their dreams as child. Now they are doing it after they grow up. Any amount of money or wealth cannot replace the joy one finds in living their life in joy. This joy that one gets in fulfilling their dreams is something that only they can enjoy. So Steve Jobs once said that one can find material things, but there is one thing that cannot be found when it is lost, and that is life. As all of you know, Steve Jobs died a very rich man, He earned a lot of money, but he died of cancer, and he had millions and billions of dollars with him, but nothing could save him from the cancer. He says that one um, can wear a 300 rupees or 3000 rupees watch. You can have a 300 rupees purse or a 3000 rupees purse, but the work is done by the costly or a cheap watch or a handbag is the same. Whether you drive a 5 lakh rupees car or 50 lakh rupees car, you will be riding the same distance and you will reach the destination as usual. So the moral, that the thing the Steve Jobs is trying to convey or tell us, that the time that you enjoy with your friends, with your families, with your sisters, brothers, siblings, parents is what is more important than all the material things that you find around you. And that is is what that matters. Finally, you have to live a life, not just survive. Thank you.